And limestone was chosen because it doesn't feature in the original construction, so you shouldn't mistake it for being part of the original design. The white quartz, the sea-rolled granite boulders, well, we had to fix them into place with cement, the substance that the Neolithic people did not have. And when you stand inside the chamber in a few minutes' time, you will see, of course, that they did not need it. But we need it because we do not want Newgrange to slip into a natural state of disuse. Certainly not when we are standing in front of it. And we're going to stand directly in front. We're going to take a closer look at that beautifully carved stone, folks, and then it'll be time for us to go inside, okay?
Sorry.
Okay, now this is K1, Kerbstone 1 of 97, but we more affectionately call this stone the entrance stone for obvious reasons. And it probably is one of the most photographed stones on the planet, apart from Mick Jagger maybe. God, I don't know why I bother, I really don't. Now this is what we call megalithic art. Megalith means big stone, so what you have in effect is art on a big stone. Now we have over 600 of these beautifully carved stones here in the Boyne Valley. And to put that in perspective, well, that's about 2/3 of Western Europe's entire megalithic art collection that we store here. Whoa. So how lucky are we? Now the symbols you see, spirals, diamonds, zigzags, most of the motifs that you'll see inside are what's known as universal designs. So they will appear on most megalithic structures found around the world that have got art on them. But some monuments have unique symbols, and Newgrange is one of them. Now it is not the spiral, but it is these three spirals interwoven together. This is what we quite cleverly call a tri-spiral. And there is only one other stone found to date from the Neolithic period with this motif on it, and that is inside in the chamber, and you will get a chance to see it when we go inside. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you choose to view it, we have lost the ability to interpret any of these symbols correctly. Doesn't stop us, nor should it stop anyone from having a guess. Some people think because the tri-spiral appears again inside, that it must have religious significance. That perhaps we are looking at some kind of trinity. Birth, death, and rebirth in never-ending cycle. Because we do know that Neolithic people believed in an afterlife. How do we know that? You're looking at it. They started to build buildings to put dead people into. And you don't build houses for the dead unless you think they live in them. Now folks, before we go inside, we have some ground rules. Watch your heads, folks. Okay, first of all, no photography, no recording whatsoever is permitted inside the structure. Okay, so when you go inside, make sure your cameras are away if you can't put them away. If you're carrying a bag, no matter how big or how small it is, take it off your person and carry it in front of you. It will allow you to move freely down the narrow passageway and also prevent you from unnecessarily scraping any of the stones along the passageway. Passageway is narrow but opens up into a wide chamber. If we have anybody here who's claustrophobic or afraid of confined spaces, we do encourage you that you try to come in, but come in at the back of the group. Then if you have to leave, you won't have to climb over the rest of us to get out. We're also told that on average Neolithic people were 4'11" in height. Now that's about 1.50 m. I don't believe that, but if you are taller, you will have to duck in underneath this stone here. If you do not know what height you are, I suggest you duck anyway. And remember to duck on the way back out, because it will still be there. Now you see that structure above the doorway? That separate entrance is what we call the roof box, or the light box, and it is through that entrance that the sun enters Newgrange during the solar alignment. Now I'm going to talk more about that when we get inside, but I want you all to remember where it is, because its position will change once we get in there. Oh, we'll be ready. Okay.